The octagon, our most experienced lightweight fighter, Pat Miletich, the champion, and yes, the belt is on the line against 32-year-old jiu-jitsu and judo specialist Andre Pederneiras from Rio de Janeiro. Nothing's any different. 2 inches in this sport, forget about it. Doesn't matter at all. The lightweight title will belong to one of these two men at the end of this, what could be a 5-round fight. Let's get the official introductions from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout will decide the UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. This will be a 5-round bout, beginning with the fighter standing to my left. He is a black belt in the art of judo and jiu-jitsu. He has a mixed martial arts record of 1-0, and he is making his octagon debut. Standing 5 feet, 8 inches tall, weighing in at 168 pounds, he's fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Please welcome Andre Pederneiras. And his opponent, he's a freestyle jiu-jitsu expert with a mixed martial arts record of 27-2-2 and a UFC record of 4-0. Standing 5 feet, 10 inches tall, weighing in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Bettendorf, Iowa, he is the UFC lightweight champion of the world. Here he is, the Croatian sensation, Pat Miletich. And our referee for this event is Big John McCarthy.
A partial house for Pat Miletich. Well, once they get her going, we'll see if it makes a difference. Big John McCarthy back in to officiate this matchup. John Peretti, your quick thoughts before John gets us going.
Defend the tackle for Miletich, counter punch, keep effective distance, and completely screw up Andre's game.
Are you ready?
Let's see if he does it.
You ready? Let's get it on.
It'll be interesting to see how Andre tries to take Pat down. I think a frontal assault on Pat is going to be very difficult. I think maybe Pat going after him may be the answer, or just a simple drag down, jumping on him and pulling him down.
Notice the Brazilians are so upright so that they can shoot lower. It's very deceiving. He holds himself as high as possible. Miletich testing range.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing right now, is they're trying to see range.
Come on, gotta get it going.
Just pawing with that left hand.
Miletich's left hook is excellent.
It'll be interesting. I really want to see how Andre plans to solve the stand-up battle here and find a way for takedown. He hasn't tipped off his hand in any way of lowering his hips to shoot yet. Can he kick, John?
No. And also, if he kicks, he's gonna receive that straight right hand.
Couple of knees right to the midsection of Andre Pederneiras.
Circle out, circle out. Pat, disengage. Disengage. Over the top.
You hear Miletich's corner yelling to disengage, break the lock, don't get caught in something that's going to drag you to the ground, try to keep it a standing fight. Lots of strategy in mixed martial arts, many different ways to win.
Right knee up, right knee over the top.
Let's see how the straight, power of Miletich gets in there with the classic technique of Pederneiras. See now Pederneiras disengage.
Interesting, yeah, he did. He didn't seem to want to bind anymore. Call that binding or locking up in wrestling. Lots of energy forcing into one another, and the person that's able to diffuse that, release it, and control it in anticipation of wherever his opponent's going is the one that can set up a move.
They're very close together. I mean, for a leg kick, anything like that, they're very close together. Andre landed an elbow counter to the first. You see it?
Yes, they did. Right elbow. Hit Miletich coming in. Miletich finally starting to throw the right hand. Up to now, it's mainly been left jab.
When someone gets nervous, they throw both hands up to block one punch. Andre just did that.
Interesting observation. Years of experience by our matchmaker, John Peretti, as a kickboxer. Might even catch him on Oz right now on HBO.
Andre Pederneiras, mixed martial arts record of 1-0. I know you guys have talked about that. Started training jiu-jitsu with a cousin of his at 17 years old. He's 32 now. That's 15 years of training.
I'm not sure why Pat rushed him. Maybe he thought he could just knock him down, but I'm not sure he really wants to go down, so really a rush is not an effective tactic. He'd rather maintain the distance and strike.
Pat gets frustrated sometimes because he's not putting enough. He's well aware of people saying he doesn't do enough.
He's not flashy. And I certainly think Pat Miletich is a champion, does what a champion's supposed to do, find a way to win.
Andre now realizes that the power of Miletich is very serious. He's frustrated. That's going to make him lunge.
The more you get frustrated, the more you become more desperate in your attempts.
5 5-minute rounds, guys, so conditioning will become a factor perhaps.
This fight's not going fast 5-minute rounds. Look how upright he is.
Miletich, does he sense that also, John?
Absolutely. You see Pat's chin getting closer and closer, so he can snap it back to throw the counter right. Look at Pederneiras' hands, how low they are. That's frustration.
Andre Pederneiras, his UFC debut, perhaps taking on the best Pat Miletich that we've ever seen. Perhaps.
Oh, clearly.
He said he's been working with those pro boxers, and you know, if you win or not, and he knows what he had to do was to win, and Jeff has said that before, but he's been criticized, and no one likes to be criticized. And Pat has heard the criticism, and he wants to answer the critics here tonight in front of his hometown fans. Truly a dream night for Pat Miletich.
Well, he's not boring us yet.
Not at all. He's going on its feet.
See, he's so methodical, Pat. That's why people, they don't have the patience for him.
Doesn't have the one big bomb that can come out of nowhere. He sets everything up very deliberate in his approach. And by being deliberate, he may not be flashy, but what he certainly does is always knows where he is and control the situation to his advantage. And that's what he's done to be successful in the octagon.
Right.
Flashy or not, he is damn good.
Oh, he's incredible. And he's very different from the #1 contender, Mikey Burnett.
Mikey Burnett of the Lions Den would love to have a rematch with Pat Miletich for the lightweight championship. Stay tuned to see if will precipitate in the future. Good first round for Pat Miletich.
Did you see those right uppercuts to the lower
He hit
ribs
him with
there?
some body blows there at the very end. 3-4 of them, and
Just
we'll see if they pay dividends later.
Yeah, take that with you when you go back to your corner.
There's Mark Hansen. And Andre Pederneiras' corner.
Looking good. All I can see is you hesitating.
Well, neither one seemed to be breathing very hard here.
Set that hook up a little better. You caught him with that hook. Not real good, but you caught him. Set it up a little better. Set up a little better.
The great story, Mark Hansen and Pat Miletich. They used to play football across the line against each other. They had 2 fights growing up. They said they were both draws. These 2 guys are now best friends, as Miletich was the best man in Hansen's wedding. And I know Hansen loved watching Pat deliver these shots late.
This was early on, actually, with those nice knees to Pederneiras' midsection. But at the close of the round, Mike, you were right. He dug with his right hand, his power hand, 3-4 uppercuts right into the short ribs of Andre Pederneiras.
So this is round 2. 5-minute rounds, 5 of them. John Peretti, our matchmaker, doesn't think we'll see all 5. Let's see if Andre Pederneiras can prove John Peretti wrong.
Now
Who knows?
You see Pat stepping forward between Pederneiras' legs. Before he was on the outside of his legs. Now he's stepping forward between exactly to throw the left hook.
Gotta get after it, gentlemen.
See, Andre he's got a lot of fear now, throwing his hands up like he doesn't know where the punches are coming from. And it's the punches you can't see are the ones that hurt.
It's the first time he's done a change of level move, even though it was just a feint. He finally bent his knees, changed level, and forced Miletich to respect the possible tackle. Takedown.
Now, Pederneiras is a jiu-jitsu guy. He's a judo guy. Why doesn't he shoot then, guys, and try to get this down to the mat if Miletich is so dominant with the hands, perhaps?
Classic kickboxing move, but not to answer that, to avoid your question, but the right hand is the counter for the right low kick. Andre probably has, that right hand in store saying he's going to hit him, and now he realizes Pat's too fast for him.
Cut over the left eye of Andre Pederneiras.
And you notice Pat hasn't thrown one kick, so he's holding back.
That's a good cut.
There's the first.
And you saw it. Pederneiras was actually rocking backwards thinking it was a punch coming. And there's the flop. This is what I thought would be the only way for Andre to bring it to the ground.
And he's got 2 underhooks, you know, just like Kosaka plays the game. Except Kosaka, oh, he got a illegal.
That could have been to the back of the head. That's a foul. Or maybe they're just checking. I don't know. To the head.
Elbow to the head.
Absolutely. And Miletich complained, but look what it got him.
Looking back, there's that right hand when Pederneiras tried to kick. Miletich answered with the right hand counter, and he opened up a good cut over Pederneiras' eye.
Classic Muay Thai.
Good bang. Right down the pipe, straight right hand.
Watch it again.
Great timing by our champion, catching the Brazilian, moving in.
And Pat Miletich truly in control of defending his title, and he has done it. The fight has been stopped. Pat Miletich, the Croatian sensation, lands the big right, and the night comes to an end for newcomer Andre Pederneiras.
Pederneiras had one opportunity to bring it to the ground, but when he did, it was with a huge cut. And the fight was stopped. He was unable to continue. The doctor stopping it, and Miletich will retain his title.
On his feet, fighting, standing up. Mark Hansen attaches the belt. Pat Miletich continues to be our lightweight champion. He defends the title once again. John, what do you think?
Well, I think that he's getting better and better. He took Pederneiras out of his game, but it looked like Pederneiras intended to stand up and land the counter right and the low leg kick. He thought that he was strong enough to do that, and that proved to be not such a great idea.
It was not indeed. For the official announcement, here is Bruce Buffer.
With a referee stoppage at 2 minutes 20 seconds of the second round for the winner and still UFC lightweight champion of the world, the Croatian sensation